Hi everyone, this is Amsterdam Comic Geek. Welcome to another video. Today I'm gonna go shopping for comics, and as you can see, I'm at home. This is my workspace, and I'm shopping online today. I live in Amsterdam, and there are a couple of great comic book shops in downtown Amsterdam. But ever since the pandemic started, I haven't been around there that much. And I've got a great shop online that's called cheapcomics.com. Mind you, I'm not sponsored by them, but I don't mind telling you where I buy my comics because it's a great shop. So I thought, as I'm shopping online, I might as well turn on the OBS software and you can watch with me what I'm gonna buy or not gonna buy. So when I buy floppies, I usually go to my local comic book shop, but I'm more of a trade paperback kind of guy. I like reading a couple of issues in one sitting. And since a lot of series are written for the trade, it's very nice just to have trades. Although you miss editorial pages and letter columns and such like that when you don't buy floppies, but you know, I can live with that. So what I usually do is have a shopping spree every once a month. Before we get started on the shopping, I wanted to show you guys this video. It's by In Praise of Shadows. It's a YouTube channel I recently discovered, and he made a great video about how the covers of horror books have changed over the years. And nowadays it's hard to tell when you look at the cover it's a horror book at all, because most covers just look the same. It could well be a romance novel instead of a horror book, which is so he showed a couple of great examples of older books from the 1970s and 1980s. So I'd like to recommend this video to you if you're into stuff like that. And he also mentioned this book, Paperbacks from Hell, The Twisted History of 70s and 80s Horror Fiction by Grady Hendrix. And now this is a book I need to read, because lately I've been curious about reading good horror books, and I don't have a lot of knowledge when it comes to this genre, when it comes to the books. I've been a fan of horror films for a long time, and I usually read Stephen King and writers like that, but I thought, well, this is great because it gives an overview of a lot of great covers, and at the same time it tells you which books are worth your while and which aren't. But I was wondering if you guys are familiar with this book by Grady Hendrix, and if so, have you read it? Did you like it? Please let me know in the comment section below. The problem with buying comics is there's a lot of stuff out there, and there's a lot of good stuff. I know I've read a couple of issues of Paper Girls, for instance, and now these are on sale. Let's see, it's by Brian K. Vaughan, if I pronounce that correctly, the writer of Saga, and Cliff Chiang, legendary artist of Wonder Woman. This gorgeous, oversized deluxe hardcover is the perfect way to experience the first two storylines of the Smash It series that the Chicago Tribune named one of the best books of the year. In the early hours of Halloween of 1988, well, that's a good start because I really love Halloween and I love the 1980s. 4 12-year-old newspaper delivery girls uncover the most important story of all time. Suburban drama and otherworldly mysteries collide in this critically acclaimed story about nostalgia, first jobs, and the last days of childhood. Collects Paper Girls 1 through 10 along with exclusive extras and brand new cover from Cliff Chiang. There you go, that sounds great. So they got the first couple of them on sale, but also a couple of issues of Ice Cream Man. And although I read a couple of Paper Girl issues a couple of years ago when it just came out, I've never read Ice Cream Man, but I heard great things about it. It's like a horror anthology series, and every book stands on its own. It's written by W. Maxwell Prince, with art by Martin Marazzo. And my buddy Jerome, who has a great Instagram account, I think he wrote about it a couple of months ago.
that he really liked it. Check out this Instagram account, by the way, if you're into comics, because not only does he post Eric Larson illustration every day for a whole year, which is totally cool. Eric Larson, of course, is the writer and artist on Savage Dragon. But he shows a lot of great stuff. Stuff he's reading and stuff he's recommending. This is a Dutch issue of crossover. He's Dutch like me, and we've known each other thanks to Instagram, I suppose. But while I was signing my book a couple of years ago at the Comic-Con, the Amsterdam Comic-Con, we met for the first time. That was pretty cool. Well, I was planning on making a different video on his account, but we're here now anyway, so I might as well show you. But he talked about Ice Cream Man somewhere a while back. So when people mention comics to me, sometimes I make a note in my little blue book on comics, and sometimes it just sticks in my head like, oh, somebody thought this was a great Ice Cream Man, so I might buy that one.
If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Instagram/Michael Minnebo. I'll put the link in the description below, just like Jeroen's.
There's so much great stuff. Also 5 Years is out. That's new from Terry Moore. Of course, this is the follow-up to Strangers in Paradise, or the continuation of Strangers in Paradise, which is a series I really like. But I'm also in need of new Spider-Man comics. Spider-Man is my favorite character of all time. I recently bought this one. It's the Kraven's Last Hunt story. Not my favorite story. It's a great story, don't get me wrong. It's not. I just don't like Kraven that much, and it's very, very painful to see Peter Parker being buried alive. For me as a Spider-Man fan. But I bought it because I already have all these comics in Dutch, but not all of them in English, and I'm trying to recollect everything in English as much as possible when it comes to Spider-Man. Although I have everything digital already, I like to have physical copies. It's easier to read. And this one has Spider-Man vs. Wolverine in it, and which is a great story by Christopher Priest. If you have never read it, it's a great classic. And I'm also reading Spider-Man by Nick Spencer. I'm following that run, and I don't have all the new ones yet, so I'm gonna buy a couple of those.
Anyway, as you can see, there are a lot of great comics out there. You probably know that already. So I won't bore you to death by making this a very long video. I'm gonna shop some more and check out what's new, and some Spider-Man comics I really want to buy. And thank you again for watching. I'll probably make a video when the stuff arrives, so we can see what I did buy this time. And also, I'm currently reading Secret Wars from 1984, and I'm having a blast reading it. So I might do another video on Secret Wars. I've done a couple already, but it's a fascinating series to me. Also, if you recently bought comics and you want to share those with us, please leave a link in the description below, or just tell us whatever you bought and why you like it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys at the next one.